There is a powerful information on the processed foods that you buy that you might not be using to your advantage. That information is called the nutritional label or the nutritional fact. I'm sure you've looked at it before, but you probably don't know how to read it, or you don't even understand it. This is what they call the nutritional label or the nutritional fact. You will see it on most packaged food products. How do you read this? When you look at it, the first two lines that you see are talking about the number of servings and the serving size. Let me first explain what the serving size means. So the serving size shows how much people typically eat, and you can use that as a guide to how much you should eat. So here for this Quaker oat, the serving size is half cup. That's the dry half cup, which is about 40 grams. That is a serving. When you go above that line, you have the servings per container, and here you have 13 servings per container. It means that this whole container, when you want to eat, you should eat it 13 times. Okay, it means if I take this container of oat and pour it into a pot and cook porridge out of it and drink all at once, I have eaten 13 of what I'm supposed to eat. Do you get it? Serving size and the number of servings per container. It's very important. This would prevent you from overeating. Now, the next thing that you should watch is the number of calories. Now, this one is tricky because honestly, calories are not the same. Even though the more calories you have means the more energy you're going to get from the product, and if the product has too much calories, it means you might end up getting too much energy, which will be stored as fat, and you might gain too much weight. I would say calories are not equal, because if you take a tablespoon of sugar and say you are getting about 10 to 50 calories from that, and then you take a plate of strawberries and you are getting the same 10 to 50 calories, they are not the same, because the strawberry has some fibers. When it comes to absorption, you're not going to absorb that same 10 to 50 calories that you would have quickly absorbed from glucose or table sugar. I would have to make another video sometime talking about calories, but the basic thing that we can all agree is that if the calories are too much, it means that you're going to get too much energy or end up getting too much fat. But the things that you should pay attention to here are the breakdown of the nutrition. Okay, I wouldn't focus too much on the calories. The breakdown of the nutrition. What kind of nutrients do we have inside this product? Now, the first line that you would see the total fat. Total fat, because fat can be broken down into different types of fat. Let me simplify this. The type of fat that you should avoid is the trans fat, because that one is associated with cardiovascular issues, atherosclerosis, and other disease that you don't want to be associated with. So those are the bad fat, the trans fat. The saturated fat too is not all that good. So go for products that have more of the monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats in them. Don't go for the ones that have a lot of saturated fats or trans fats in them. Avoid the trans fats completely. The next things that you see is the cholesterol. You want products that are also low in cholesterol. And then sodium. Sodium also has its own problems. If you take too much sodium, that can also affect your blood pressure and other things that you don't want to be associated with. So less sodium is what you're looking for. Then the next thing that you're going to see is the total carbohydrates. This is also total because there are different types of carbohydrates. You have dietary fiber. Now, this is good for you. If you have more fiber, you would have good gut health, because you won't have too much constipation. You'll be able to empty your bowels well. And fiber also helps in the fact that you're not going to absorb too many calories, unnecessary calories. Okay, so you want a product that has more dietary fiber. You also have total sugars, and the total sugars, when it's broken down, you would have the sugars that are from the raw material itself. Let's say mango, I'm making mango juice. the sugars from the mango itself, and then you would see another one written down there, that is the added sugar. This added sugar is the pure form of sugar that I, the product developer, would add to that mango juice. So if I make the mango juice without adding any product, any sugar, then the total sugar that you see is just sugar that is coming from only the mango. But if you see added sugar, it means the pure sugar that they've added again to increase the sweetness. You want a product that is low in added sugar, because too much sugar has its own health implications. You have diabetes and other disease that comes with it. So products should be low in added sugar, high in dietary fiber. Then you would also see the proteins, and proteins are good for you depending on where in the growth phase you are. So you might want some more proteins in that product. The next classification of things that you see there is the vitamins and minerals. The ones you see here are mostly the vitamins that we could be deficient in based on our geographic locations. Like in the United States, people could be easily deficient in vitamin D because there's not a lot of sunshine here. So you'd see vitamin D, you see potassium and others. You want products that are high in the vitamins and minerals. Then lastly, you have a statement there that is talking about the daily value. And people, this is what I think is the most important. Now, that statement, let me read it for you and see if you understand it. It says the percent daily value tells you how much a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to a daily diet. Then 2,000 calories a day is used for general nutrition advice. By the way, the 2,000 calories is what generally men are advised to eat. Okay, so this daily value is telling you, and you would see it at this side of the label. Okay, and you see that percent daily value, you see different percentages there. What it's telling you is that if I take a serving of this oat product, which is a half cup of the dry oats, and I make it into a porridge and I eat it, how much nutrient will I get from it relative to the nutrient that I need for the day? So for example, my dietary fiber requirement for the day is, say, 50 grams. And here in this product, I have, say, 5 grams of dietary fiber. Then it means that I have met 10%, because that will be 5 divided by 50 times 100. And that will be 10% of my dietary fiber requirement for the day. So this is what I believe is the most powerful information on the nutrition label. You want to make sure that you are getting the right amount of minerals, vitamins, and nutrients for the day. Look at the percent daily value of the product to make sure that they are not less than you require. Let me give you a final example. This over here is biscuit, wafer, or cracker here. And here you can see that the added sugar here is 10 grams added sugar, which already the total sugars is 20% of my daily value. What does that mean? It means that if I eat 1/7 of this, and by the way, 1/7 of this is 8 of these little biscuits, 8 of these little wafers. If I eat 8 of these little wafers, 20% of my sugar requirement for the day is already met. Imagine if I take this cracker, this box of biscuits, and I'm so hungry and I eat everything. That's 10 servings. So the 20 times the 10, that is 200%. I have overeaten the amount of sugar I need for the day. So people, if you want to know more about the kind of things that you should eat, check out my video on why you should eat 1 avocado every day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.